It's a 96 Impala. This is the master switch, automatic roll down. This one is broken, so it doesn't do too much of anything. So you're going to have to take the door panel off, I believe. So we're taking this screw off, 2 big screws mounted under here, a couple screws here, and then roll down the window. And there should be a couple things you got to pop off around the sides, and you just pull them. You might have to replace them. Drop the window and then go up, take the door panel off, take this piece off, and then see how this is attached. I think there's, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. I'm not sure if they're filthed or not. I'm gonna go get the screwdriver gun and rip the door panel off, and I'll show you what we got. There's 2 plugs on the back. One here, one here. So after pulling that all apart, I just had the windows tinted, so this was a setup right. They put it back in, however, there's some janky stuff that they did. So it's cool that I took it apart, but you don't have to. This little clip right here pops up, and then it tucks in on the back side. So really all you have to do is just pop that, and honestly, if I knew that, I would have did it, and then pull this out without having to rip the whole door panel apart. And then now, here's the switch, and you have your 2 switches, bolts here, and you got 2 way down there. So I might have to get a different screwdriver to get those out. So we're going to do that and then put it back together, or we'll test it after that. So this is the old switch out. On this last plug here, you have to push, which I didn't know because I haven't replaced the switch before. And this one's obvious, but this one wasn't. And then you have to take off the others, the switch for the seat. It stacks on top of it. So you unscrew those 2, which are these 2 also. They stack on top of each other. And the one here, and the 2 at the bottom. And this is definitely was bad. The rocker pin was broken on one side right there. So now we have the new one somewhere around here. Oh, here. And we'll go ahead and plug in the wires, pretty easy, and then stack them up, mount them to there, and we'll try the switch. All right. So this is the door kind of installed with the wire. So it has just the one press and drops the window. But what I don't like after it's done, it's a few seconds too long. I figure once it's down, it should stop. So it takes like 3 or 4 or 5 seconds to do that. It's not the end of the world. More importantly, I can roll the window up and down. But obviously it was broken before. I just don't like the particular time it takes. Yeah, 7 seconds. That's a long time after the fact. So anyway, got the 1 screw in down here, 2 for the rest, 2 that we had on the strap, and the 1 here. And then I just wanted to show how we didn't have to do any of that if we just would have went here and under that dash, and then push down, and it just goes click. So it's a lot easier if you would just had your little tool and pop it. I didn't really remember that, so that's why I took it apart. But like I said, this one was messed up from them when they tinted the window. And then they broke some clips, and I gave them a bag of clips, and either they used them all or they kept them. But either way, I have some on order, but unfortunately I don't have them here, so it's just gonna go back the way that it is. So anyway, that's it for this video. Pretty straightforward how it goes back on. Don't really need to see the end after it's done. It's getting late. So 96 Impala, basically that's how you do either the door or the master switch, and then this is just like a power lock that cuts off all the power. So basically just pop these and take these off. Like and subscribe.